the most successful point of my career. So I had a client sign a $70 million contract. The best part about that was that, so my dad he loved to spend money, right? And he would just spend it. He didn't care, he just spent it. So he called me one day and he was like, hey son, he was like, you got an extra like $5,000 or something like that till the end of the month. And I said, yeah, I do. I just signed a $70 million contract. So I was like, yeah, I do. And then he said, okay. I said, no, I'll put it in the account. He's like, okay. And I was like, so Dad, he was like, what? I was like, I'm gonna put 10,000 in there. And he was like, what? I said, because he said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, you asked me for 5. I said, so if you asked me for 5, that means you need 10. And he said, okay, son. And you should hear his voice. Like that for him was a big deal, because he would always say to me, growing up, I can just remember this, like, he was like, who do I go to when I need something? So that one time he was able to call in and ask me, even though his money came in every month, but he was able to ask me and I was able to help him out. So that was cool.